Hey everyone, let's take a moment to reflect on a day we'll never forget, September 11th. It's wild to think about how different life could have been for some well-known faces who nearly became part of that tragic story. Mark Wahlberg was supposed to be on one of those flights but changed his plans last minute. Michael Jackson missed what could have been fate because he overslept after a late-night family chat. And did you know Rob Lowe had flown with some of the hijackers just days before on a trial run? That day left us with heavy hearts, but for these celebs and several others, it was a shocking brush with destiny. This is the story of 12 famous people who narrowly escaped the 9/11 attacks.
Let's get away the right call. We had to try. So close.
On that fateful September morning, Mark Wahlberg was slated to be on American Airlines Flight 11, the very first plane that terrorists hijacked during the 9/11 attacks. Can you imagine? Wahlberg, a Boston native, known for his roles in Boogie Nights and The Perfect Storm, changed his plans last minute to attend a film festival in Toronto. This decision, prompted by an invite from his friends, unknowingly saved his life. Reflecting on this narrow escape, Wahlberg has expressed profound gratitude for his good fortune, while also harboring deep sympathy for the victims and their families. It's a stark reminder of how life can hinge on a single, seemingly small decision. As Wahlberg himself often muses, the real heroes are the ones we lost that day.
You'll sing We Are the World. And so I'll fly you in for the first show, not the second one. That's what saved my life.
Life has a way of unfolding in the most unexpected manners, as Grammy-winning singer Patti Austin discovered on September 11th, 2001. Patti was scheduled to fly from Newark to San Francisco on United Flight 93, a flight that would enter the annals of history for the tragic events of that day and the heroic actions of its passengers. However, just days before, Patti's mother suffered a stroke, prompting Patti to alter her plans last minute to be by her side in Denver instead. This critical decision, driven by a family emergency, inadvertently saved her from being aboard the ill-fated flight. Reflecting on the incident, Patti has often expressed deep gratitude for the twist of fate that kept her safe. It's a poignant reminder of how our lives are intertwined with the threads of personal connections and unforeseen events, echoing the importance of being there for family when it truly counts.
Somewhere there's heaven. How high the moon? There is no moon up above when love is far away too.
Picture this. It's September 11th, 2001, a date seared into the memory of every American. On this fateful morning, amidst the chaos, one of pop culture's most iconic figures, Michael Jackson, narrowly missed being at the heart of the tragedy. The king of pop, known for his groundbreaking music and electrifying dance moves that revolutionized the music industry, had a meeting scheduled at the World Trade Center. Yet, in an almost surreal twist of fate, he overslept. Now, you might think, how does someone like Michael Jackson just oversleep? Well, it's said that the night before, he was up late chatting with his family and friends, completely unaware of how this simple act would play a pivotal role in the unfolding events. It's one of those eerie coincidences that make you question the threads of fate. Reflecting on it, the idea of Michael, whose tracks like Thriller and Beat It are etched in the annals of music history, being caught up in such a catastrophic event feels unsettlingly discordant. Michael himself once said, "I'm happy to be alive. I'm happy to be who I am." And on that day, his mere presence, a missed alarm, a late night, was a quiet testament to the randomness of survival.
Can I just say that I was the one who was in trouble? I was the one under siege. It was my picture in the paper, and I don't know why I needed to call you and explain myself.
Imagine being on a flight, blissfully unaware that you're sharing the skies with future terrorists. That was the chilling reality for Rob Lowe, the American actor known for his roles in The West Wing and Parks and Recreation. Just days before the devastating attacks of September 11, 2001, Lowe found himself on the same plane as some of the hijackers who would later commandeer the planes used in those attacks. For Rob Lowe, that flight might have been a narrow escape from being part of one of the darkest days in American history. It's a reminder of how precious everyday moments are, and how suddenly they can become significant historical footnotes.
Ironically, we'd been scheduled to be on the 101st or 2nd floor of our office building with the firm I was with at the time.
Did you know Jim Pierce, cousin to former President George Bush, had a brush with fate on September 11, 2001? Scheduled for a business meeting at the World Trade Center, Pierce made a last-minute venue change to a safer location in Midtown. This decision, driven by the conference room's limited capacity at the North Tower, inadvertently saved his life. A day marked by tragedy also became a stark reminder of serendipity's role in our lives. Jim, a managing director of AON Corporation at the time, owes his narrow escape to a simple logistical hiccup. Reflecting on the event, it's a chilling reminder of how life hangs by a thread. Today here, tomorrow gone. Pierce's story isn't just a footnote in history, it's a testament to the unpredictability of life.
Ground floor was chaos. The police were all over the place, the firemen were rolling in, people were running.
¡Ahí está!
You might find it hard to believe, but Jackie Chan, the martial arts superstar, had a brush with fate on September 11, 2001. Scheduled to shoot a scene for his upcoming film at the World Trade Center, Jackie was supposed to be right there that fateful morning. Thankfully, a last-minute change in the script meant the shoot was canceled. Talk about a close call. Jackie's life is a thrilling tale of action both on and off screen. Known globally for his jaw-dropping stunts and impeccable comic timing, he's not just a film icon, he's a survivor of what could have been a tragic twist in his story. This moment in his life adds a stark layer of reality to his on-screen adventures, reminding us all how unpredictable life can be. It's wild to think how a simple schedule change potentially saved his life. Just goes to show, sometimes real life is just as dramatic as the movies.
I told you already.
No, you didn't.
I did.
What you say?
I did this.
What does this mean, man? Speak English to me.
That means I go this way and you go this way.
As we reflect on the nearly 3,000 lives lost, we remember the fragility and preciousness of each day. For those of you who felt the personal loss from that day, our hearts go out to you. If you find stories of legacy and survival compelling, consider subscribing. Your support helps us share more stories that honor and remember. Thank you for watching, and we hope to see you in our next video.